Scientists uncover ancient evidence of birds nesting in the Arctic alongside dinosaurs. Every spring, the Arctic bursts into life as millions of birds arrive to nest under the endless daylight. According to new research, this age-old ritual began much earlier than once thought, 73 million years ago. A recently published study presents the earliest known evidence of birds nesting in polar regions, shifting our understanding of avian history. This discovery, made in Alaska's Prince Creek Formation, shows that multiple bird species were already breeding in the Arctic during the late Cretaceous, a time when dinosaurs still dominated the Earth. These findings challenge earlier ideas about where and when ancient birds reproduced, extending their timeline in polar environments by more than 25 million years. For half of their evolutionary history, birds have been nesting in the Arctic, said Lauren Wilson, lead author and PhD candidate at Princeton University. Wilson began the work during her master's studies at the University of Alaska Fairbanks, UAF, where the research first took shape. Rewriting avian evolution with fossils using more than 50 fossilized bird bones and teeth collected from Alaska's North Slope, Wilson's team identified several species that likely raised their young there. These included birds resembling modern loons, gulls, and various duck or goose-like waterfowl. The presence of juvenile bones, some likely still in the nest, indicates these birds weren't merely passing through, they were breeding in this polar habitat. Finding bird bones from the Cretaceous is already rare, Wilson noted. Finding baby bird bones is almost unheard of, which makes these fossils exceptionally valuable. Preserving delicate traces of life, juvenile bird bones are especially fragile, making their survival through millions of years extraordinary. Careful excavation techniques allowed researchers to recover and study these ancient remains. The fossils came from the remote Prince Creek Formation along the Colville River, a site well known for its Cretaceous-era dinosaur discoveries. Until recently, the area yielded few fossil birds. That changed with new techniques used by UAF's Museum of the North team, unearthing tiny bird fossils. "We've put Alaska on the map for fossil birds," said Pat Druckenmiller, senior author and director of the University of Alaska Museum of the North. No one expected that. A 73-million-year-old bird nursery, the findings reveal birds have been nesting in the Arctic far longer than previously believed. Prior evidence of polar bird breeding dated back 47 million years, well after the mass extinction that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs. This new discovery pushes the timeline back by another 25 to 30 million years. The Arctic is the cradle of modern birds, Druckenmiller said. "It's amazing to think the behavior we see today at places like Creamer, Agus Field in Fairbanks has roots going back 73 million years. Tracing the roots of modern birds. These fossils also offer insights into the origin of modern birds. Some bones appear to belong to Neornithes, the group that includes all living birds, and show traits found only in modern avians, such as toothless beaks. If confirmed, these could be the oldest fossils of modern birds ever found," Druckenmiller said. Current records place the oldest Neornithes fossils at about 69 million years old. A more complete skeleton would help us be sure. Why it matters? The study's implications go far beyond the Arctic. They suggest ancient birds, despite their small size and delicate frames, successfully nested in high-latitude environments long before modern polar climates emerged. Though warmer than today, the Cretaceous Arctic still brought months of darkness and cold, tough conditions for nesting animals. That these birds not only survived but raised young, they're hints at a more complex evolutionary story. It also suggests a deep-rooted pattern, echoed by today's migratory birds, of returning north to breed each spring. Ongoing research on Colville River fossils may yield more clues about these ancient Arctic birds, their identity, their relatives, and their place in avian history. For now, the Prince Creek Formation remains one of the world's most vital windows into the early lives of birds, proving that small fossils can tell big stories.